everybody, and welcome to another Winter 2014 Riot Control review. My name is Alain, otherwise known as Thieves, and I'm from ReverseThieves.com, as well as the monthly Speakeasy podcast. And if you go there, you can go and read more stuff that I wrote, read other podcasts, as well as see my partner Kate's work there as well. And this time, I am looking at Love, Chunibyo and Other Delusions REN. It's from Kyoto Animation, and it is streaming on Crunchyroll. And I felt like talking about this series, one, because I really thought that Love, Chunibyo and Other Delusions last season was kind of a surprisingly fun show. It very easily could have been just horrible, but it kind of had a decent amount of heart, even if it is kind of ridiculously ridiculous. The problem is, the first season really ended well. Like, it told a very complete story, and you felt like, man, that was really good. And it was really surprising that the anime was based on a rather short light novel, and they made a whole season out of it by adding a lot of characters and little nuances, to the point where you would have assumed certain characters who were not in the light novel were always there. Dekamori and the napping girl, they are not in the original light novel, but they just seem so integral to the plot that you'd always assume they had been there, and they have even little character arcs. I mean, the napping girl a little less, but they really felt integrated. They didn't feel like filler-only characters. So, on a certain level, I was like, do we really need any more to this story? I thought that was really kind of good. On the other hand, they really only have a relationship at the end of the series, so seeing them be in a relationship and have to put in work for a relationship, that's kind of cool. And kind of seeing how much they can integrate these new characters into the second light novel was also interesting, because they were just so fun in the original TV series that you're kind of curious how they would fit into the second light novel, which once again didn't have them. And so, but there's this new rival character who's like just as crazy and used to be the main character's childhood friend and the one who got him into the whole Chunibyo thing. And so you're like, on one hand, it could be interesting. On the other hand, it could be standard, overcomplicated new romance girl. And my opinion is, I'm still not sure. There's a lot to like about the series. For one thing, for a series with lots of girls, really only Rika is interested in the main character. Mori Summers, kind of the girl who used to have Chunibyo and is trying to deny that she ever did and lead a perfect cool girl life. She seems a lot more interested in progressing Rika and the main character's romance than getting any of the main character. And Dekamori is just kind of devoted to Rika as somewhat, pretty much her Chunibyo senpai. And it's not romantic, it's just like earnest respect, which I have to say is a little bit different. I feel like a lot of times there has to be sexual tension between characters. And if it's like it's two girls, gotta be sexual tension. And I don't feel like, oh no, can't have lesbians. But I feel like every once in a while, you should just have a platonic relationship. Two girls should just be able to be friends, but hang out all the time. And so Dekamori and Rika just having no romantic interest is really kind of fun. And once again, as far as we can tell, the only guy for Napping Girl is probably Morpheus. So, and I don't mean Morpheus from the Matrix movies. It is definitely nice. They definitely have the first two episodes kind of focus on their relationship and them hanging out and them kind of being really weird, especially Rika being really weird, and the main character being like, like, I like this girl a lot and I love her, but her Chunibyo really makes her weird and kind of not an easy relationship to have. But they're still kind of cute. And so it's fun. And then the new girl is definitely we have to add in a third wheel to add dramas. But she doesn't seem too bad so far. But if anything's going to really ruin the series, it's probably going to be her. The rest of the cast really kind of seems on point. They seem to remember what made them good in the first season, and they seem to be interacting with each other and the new girl pretty well. It's just the new girl could really weigh things down. I don't mind her totally as a concept of something new, but she could also really easily be a big problem. So, do you have to watch this new season? Not really. The first season was really good. And if you want to watch anything, watch that. And then wait to see how this turns out. Because if it's really good, then, it's great to see that the sequel follows up, but also examines Rika and the main character's relationship. A lot of anime are like all about them getting together and don't care about the trials and tribulations of making a relationship work after that point. Unless it's like shoujo. And even then, that's kind of rarer than the standard. They got together, the end. But on the other hand, just wait and see if this new girl ruins it or if she just adds a little bit more story to what is otherwise a good little shonen romance series with kind of a weird self-deprecating nerd vibe. But that's my opinion. Alright, see you guys next time.